Hello and welcome to my channel on YouTube. In today's lesson I'm going to show you guitar chords for three super hit numbers by Asha Bhonsle and composed by R.D. Burman. These are all from the 70s. The three songs are Chura Liya hai, Do Lafzon ki hai and Mera, Pyar, Shalimar. I've chosen these three songs because all three have a very similar strumming pattern, just the tempo is different. They're all in different keys, and I'm going to try and show you both using open chords and bar chords. I'll show you some very simple techniques in case you're a beginner. I'll also show you some advanced techniques where you can really add a lot of style to your strumming, and hopefully you're going to enjoy this lesson. So let's first try and understand the strumming pattern, because as I said, it's pretty much the same for all the three songs. So just to keep things simple, I'm going to show you this pattern using the A minor chord, which is a fairly straightforward chord and is also going to be the key for one of the songs. So this is how the pattern would sound if I were to play it very simply. Let's see how it sounds. I'm going to slow it down so you can see what I'm doing. So really it's a pattern of 8 strokes, 4 down and 4 up alternating, and instead of playing all the 8 strokes the same way, you put more stress on 2 of the strokes, which is the first stroke and the 4th stroke. And let me explain to you in steps what that really means. So let's say if you were to play these 8 strokes without putting stress on any of those strokes, it should sound something like this. Those are 8 strokes, so if you play them continuously, that's all there is to it. It almost sounds like you're playing a pattern of just down up continuously. Now we're going to count the strokes, and this time we're going to put more stress on the first stroke. So I'm going to call out the stroke number, that's 1, which is basically a down stroke, and then again I'm going to call it out after we've finished with 8 strokes. So it should sound something like this: 1, 1, 1, 1. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add stress to the 4th stroke. It's actually an up stroke, and I'm going to call out strokes 1 and 4 now, and then you can play along with me. So I'll play it slowly. It should sound something like this: 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4. So now if you were to play the A minor chord using a bar chord shape here, and you were to play the same pattern, it would sound like this. But to make it a little more interesting, we are going to mute the strings on one of the strokes. Let me show you how it's going to sound, and then I'll explain to you. So in the pattern of 8 strokes, we're actually muting the strings on the 7th stroke. So bear in mind, once again, we are playing 8 strokes, 4 down and 4 up alternating. We are putting more stress on the 1st and 4th strokes, and on the 7th stroke, we are muting the strings. You would also be, putting a little bit stress as well on that. So you are putting stress as well as muting it. Let's put it that way. So here goes. I'll play it slowly for you. So if you could add that muting, that would be great, and if you find that difficult, you can stay without the muting, it will still be fine. So before we move on to the song, I'm going to show you one more technique which you can use, and it's going to sound very nice if you can do that. It's a little tricky, and it involves alternating between the bass notes of the chord and the chord itself. So for this you need to be a little familiar with music theory, and it would help if you know the note names. But even if you don't, you can still manage without that. Let me show you how it sounds like, and then I'll explain to you. So if you were playing A minor, it will sound something like this. I'll play slowly. So what we are essentially doing here is we are first playing the bass note here on the 6th string, which is an A. Then we are playing a downstroke on the A minor chord. Then we are playing the bass note on the 5th string here, which is an E. And then again we are playing a pattern of up, down, up. So I'll play slowly for you. And if you were to move from A minor to G, this is how it's going to sound. And if you can add muting as well to those strokes, it will sound something even better. So basically what we're doing is we are muting the downstroke which comes just after the A note here. Then again after the E, when you have the pattern of up, down, up, in the downstroke again we are muting the string. So it will sound something like this. I'll play it slowly for you. So I hope you enjoyed those strumming patterns and techniques which I showed you. And now I'm going to play along with the track for all of these 3 songs. Before I start playing them, let me tell you the chords for the songs. So the first song we'll do is Chura Liya Hai. There are several chords in the song that you need to know. If you're playing in open chords, for the main song you just need to know really 3 chords. For the Mukhra, that's A minor, G and E7. If you're playing bar chords, you could be playing A minor here, G over here. You could play E7th over here. You could substitute with E major as well, or you could play E7th here, which is basically playing just the 5th, 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings. We are muting the 1st and the 6th strings. I find this position very comfortable because you could play A minor here and then switch to E7th here, and it's a very fast switch over there. For the rest of the song, for the yantra, you also need to know D minor, you need to know C major, you also need to know A major for the song, you need to know F major for the prelude in the song. So that's pretty much it. So, as I play along with the song, I'm going to switch between open chords and bar chords. In some cases I'll use a simple strumming pattern. In some cases I'm going to switch to the advanced techniques that I showed you. So I hope you enjoyed the lesson on Chura Liya hai. The next song that we are going to do in this lesson today is Do Lafzon Ki Hai Ye Zindagani, which is from Great Gambler. This song is in D minor, and you need to know the following chords. If you're playing in open, D minor, C, B flat. It would be great if you could play a bar chord, but if you cannot, then you could play the bar B flat chord like this. You need to know A7. You also need to know D major, which comes for a short while in the song. If you're playing bar chords, D minor, C major, B flat major, you could play it here or here, A7, and you also need D major. So let's go ahead and play with the track. It's the strumming pattern is pretty much what I showed you for Chura Liya hai, and so you should be able to play that.
Prendelo, amore mio. दिल की बातों का मतलब न पूछो, सच और हमसे सच न पूछो। दिल की बातों का मतलब न पूछो, सच और हमसे सच न पूछो। जिसके लिए दुनिया दीवानी, या है मोहब्बत या है जवानी।
So I hope you enjoyed that lesson as well. There's one interesting technique which you can try. It's called the hammer-on technique, which is going to add a lot more style to your rhythm. This is how it's going to sound, and I'll try and explain to you what it really means. You might have seen me playing that in the song as well. So if you're playing D minor here, it works very well with bar chords. It'll sound something like this. I'll play it slowly. So the pattern pretty much remains the same, but this is what really we are doing over here as opposed to what we were doing earlier. So I'll explain to you step by step. So the first few strokes are same. So that's a down, up, down. The fourth stroke, which was an up stroke, when we play that up stroke, we don't play the full chord. We let go of these three notes, these three fingers over here. So in effect, you're basically playing this bar just the way it is here, fretting all the 5 strings on the 5th fret. And as soon as you complete the upstroke here, you immediately hammer on to those notes over there. So it should sound something like this. So it should sound something like this if you play the full pattern. Basically, we are still playing 8 strokes, or rather the 8 beats, excepting that the 4th beat is played in a way where you don't play the full chord, you just play with this bar here. And the 5th beat, where there was earlier a downstroke, we don't play any stroke actually, we just hammer on these fingers here. So it produces that the chord over there. So it should sound something like this once again. It's fairly easy to do with this shape as well as with this shape. So this is A minor, or for example A7. It should be fairly straightforward. with B major as B flat major as well, F major as well. But when you're playing with this shape here, for example, if you're playing C here, I use my little finger here to bar these three notes here. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to hammer on with this little finger on all those three notes. It's a little tricky. So it just sounds something like this. So B flat. So I'll play the pattern with D minor, C, B flat, moving back to A7th and D minor. So that requires a little bit of practice, especially if you're playing this shape here. You could be using this finger and can make things a little bit difficult over there. So I hope you enjoyed that lesson, and we'll move on to the last lesson, the last song in this video lesson today. And that's the song Mera, Pyar, Shalimar, again sung by Asha, music by Yaadon from Shalimar. The song is originally in B flat minor, and it would be nice if you could play that. If you are not able to do that, I'll show you using a device called a capo. You could actually play in the key of A minor, and it will still produce the same effect. So let me first show you the chords with the bar chords with the B flat minor. So this is the first chord that you need to know, B flat minor. You need to know G flat major or F sharp major. You need to know F major, or it's better if you could play F7. You also need to know A flat major, which you'll be playing here. You would also need to know B major, B flat major, and for some moments in the song, you will also need to know B flat, or rather B flat 7. Better to play it over here. If you're not able to play those chords, the bar chord, you could use a capo here on the first fret and play in the key of A minor. So where you were playing B flat minor, you would play A minor. Where you were playing G flat major, you would play F major. Where you were playing F7, you would play E7. Where you were playing A flat major, you would be playing G. Where you were playing D flat major, you would be playing C. And where you were playing B major, you would play B flat major. You would play it this way. And where you were playing B flat 7, you would be playing A7.